Hello everybody and welcome back to Fallout 3 Fantastic Mr. Ghost. I have to remember to say that. It's my new name now. Welcome back. And we are heading to Lyons. I think his name is Elder Lyons. And we're going to see what's going on here. We lost the Gek. You know, last episode that was a tough one to edit. A lot of dungeon crawling and dialogue, as this game is, you know, kind of known for. It's been a tough series to edit and present, but I did my best. I hope I did a good job. Wow, what's going on down here, folks? Woo! Oh, let's drop on his head.
All I'm saying,
Hi there.
The longer we sit here, the more time they have to shore up their defenses. We should hit them sooner rather than later.
We barely have the manpower to keep the citadel fortified. We've been over this before, Sarah.
So we just wait until they decide we're next on the list? If the Pride goes in now, we might have a chance.
And if you fail, then what? The risk is not worth the reward.
I agree. Without the Gek, the Purifier is useless to the Enclave anyway. They may give up before long.
I don't like it.
You don't have to like it, Sarah. You just have to follow orders.
Yes, Father.
So, you're back. We had feared both you and the Gek were lost. Were you successful?
Okay, so I'm kind of snapped into place here. I can't move till all this dialogue is over with. All right, so we got to tell them I found the Gek. Well, sort of. I found the Gek. Okay.
Excellent. With that, we hold the key to keeping the Enclave from controlling the Purifier.
Well, it's not quite that simple.
What do you mean? Explain yourself.
I don't have to explain anything. I don't answer to you. The Enclave took the Gek. They're installing it now.
Then we must go at once. If you have any other information, tell me now before we mobilize. Any help you can give might save lives.
All right, so here is where we have a choice. And I'd like to see what happens if we do the other choice here as well. Eden wanted me to sabotage the project with some kind of virus. Well, why don't you just say FEV? You know, we know what it is. Okay, and then we have the Enclave is fractured. They're not as unified as they'd like us to believe. The Enclave doesn't have the activation code. They can't start the Purifier. Okay, so now, if we don't have to select this here, at least I don't think, and that's why I want to test this out. But we can give him the virus.
I see. And where is this virus now?
I have it here, take it. Or you could say I don't have it anymore. Now this is how you can keep it, because we can actually go forward with what the president wanted us to do.
Thank you. I'll see to it that it's disposed of properly once the scribes have had time to analyze it. Perhaps we have underestimated the Enclave. Sarah may be right. An attack may be necessary now.
If the
Here we
Enclave
go.
has the Gek, there's nothing stopping them from starting the Purifier. They'll figure out the code eventually.
I'm afraid you're right. We need to act now while we can.
Send the Pride in. We can do it. We can win this.
All right, Sarah. The Pride goes in. But I want them to have some extra firepower. Rothschild, is it ready?
What? No, I mean,
That.
Lee and I have solved the power problems, but we've only barely finished diagnostic tests.
So?
It's not ready for field tests, let alone live fire situations. The weapons haven't been calibrated, the navigation detection system is offline.
Rothschild, enough. Can you make it work?
Honestly, I don't know. I think we can scrape by, and I suppose if we can't, it won't matter in the long run anyway.
Then it's decided. Sarah, you take the Pride and use the robot as support. Take our friend here and secure that Purifier.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Before we get started, I wanted to let you know that my father and I have been talking.
Oh.
The Pride and I have decided that after all you've survived, you've done enough to be an honorary member of Lion's Pride.
Yay.
So congratulations. Membership comes with some privileges, including our power armor. You want the full suit or the recon armor?
Alright, well, I'll take the power armor and we'll sell it, because it's going to
Sure
slow
thing.
us down.
Hopefully, it'll give you a bit of an extra edge. Okay. So do you think you can hold it together for this?
Of course I can.
Now that's what I like to hear, soldier. You all packed? We're not coming back here anytime soon.
Alright, I'm all ready.
Okay, don't be nervous.
I am
You'll
not.
have the whole pride backing you up, not to mention this giant tin can. Just stay safe until we reach the purifier. You're no good to us if you're dead. And don't let that thing step on you.
Yeah, right. So, real quick...
Okay,
Oh,
I'm
I
going to
can't
go
get
over
in.
it one more time. The pride is on me. The goal is Project Purity, but we can't get into the facility with those energy fields up. Rothschild and Lee say this robot should be able to take down the energy fields. So we're on fire support. We stay close to the thing, keep it clear, and get it to where it needs to go. Once the fields are down, we head straight for the facility. We'll use the robot to keep them occupied while we get inside and secure the control room. We need to move quickly before we lose the chance to surprise them. Get whatever supplies you don't already have, and we'll meet in the Bailey. When we're done with this, everyone can have a nice cold glass of water on me.
Yeah, there you
Let's
go.
move. All right, Rothschild, fire it up. Pride, move out!
There it goes. Ooh. So Liberty Prime was in, I think, was it in Anchorage? There we go. The American Dream completed. We don't get any experience because I'm at level 30. So now it goes up there. Now we go take it back. Now it goes up there. Yeah, I want to say Liberty because it's a Liberty Prime. It says eliminate communists and all this. And I see where we came up from. And this is where it came out. Right here. It closed just before we got here. So yeah, I mean, we were in there. We went down and in. But Liberty Prime is over here? How, what? See what I'm talking about? Where the things don't match up physically here. There. Okay, so it's got this big crane bringing it out. I think this is yeah, Wasteland here. Okay. Oh. Whoa. Here we go. Wow, look at this, huh? It is an all-out war, folks, and there is Liberty Prime. Look at this thing. Oh, wow. Look at his lasers. He's taking out everything. Oh, excuse me, sir. I don't remember this bridge being here. I could be mistaken here. Yeah, so I wanted to say... Liberty Prime wasn't ready for the Anchorage. Yeah. It wasn't ready. The power armor is what saved the got the Anchorage liberated. That's what happened. Yeah, I remember now. So here goes Liberty. Whoa, Jesus. Oh wow, he said titanium alloy. This thing's a beast. Now, what's good about Liberty Prime in Fallout 3 is it keeps going and going. It doesn't get hung up, so they programmed it pretty well. So it's really good. Alright. Destroy all communists, see? You gotta be careful. A little bit. Jeez, look at this thing go, huh? Yeah, this bridge is pretty dangerous with the explosions and all that. It's mainly the cars. Oh, Night Gallows is unconscious. What happened to him? Okay, might pick up rads here a little bit. No. Okay, good. Whoa! Holy crap. Yeah, they're shelling this area, I think. Oh, and then notice how on his backpack there, he has these bombs. And he grabs the bombs out and throws them. Literally throws them. Let's see if we got any, Yeah, they're shelling him pretty hard, but, you know, he's taking it. Now, oh, God. Oh, I didn't take any damage there. That's interesting. Oh, here's some hellfire over here.
Commencing tactical assessment. Red shiny.
Oh! Okay, I took it there. There's an Enclave shoulder. We'll take him out. At least try. There we go. Yeah, took him out.
Initiating directive 7.
This guy right here. The Hellfire ones. Oh, he's got the heavy incinerator there. I'm gonna go for the head. Oh! There we go. Yeah, because the incinerator one, the ones with the incinerators are tough. This guy over here. Come on. There we go. What the heck was that? Oh, that was his laser there. Okay, I don't see any red blips here. What's this? Oh, it's oh, it's a shield, yeah. So, what? Oh, I got hit by something. Communism is a temporary setback on the road to freedom or something, he says. Okay, I guess we can knock this guy out here. Oh! Okay, good. I thought I hit his foot. Wait a minute. Oh, here. This guy. Come on. He missed one! Yeah, he's missing them. Oh. Come on. I'm gonna pop him in the legs here. Down he goes. There he goes. Now there's somebody over here that I'm hearing. I don't know. He's not really. Oh, here's a guy. He said medic. Yeah. You need more than a medic now. You need a burial. So yeah, they got these shields here. That's what they need Liberty Prime for, is to take these down. I think he overloads them. Whoa, you see that thing? Yeah, looks like he's overloading it somehow. Oh look, he took it. He took him down. Where is everybody?
German Chang will fail. China will fall.
Oh wow. Oh, and now we got Project Impurity, which is kind of weird. This guy. Let's get rid of him. Ooh, yeah. Down you go. Oh, wow. Whoa! Oh. Okay. The Red Menace. What is he shooting at? Oh. Is he shooting at this thing? Alright, now, I think we can just chase on in here. Now... Oh, I should get my gun out here, actually. I'm gonna... So, yeah, we just gotta get through to the end here. Alright, here we go. Memorial Rotunda. Hello!
You again.
You!
Can't say I'm surprised. You and your ilk seem hell-bent on destroying everything our government has worked to achieve. There's nothing to stop me from killing you this time. Let's end this.
Oh, really? Okay. Now, if you pick look, I don't want to fight you. He goes, good, and he starts shooting at you. Give it up, Autumn. You've lost.
I beg to differ. The Enclave is at the height of its power. Once this facility is operational, the masses will flock to the Enclave for fresh water, protection, and a plan for the future.
So what's interesting is, why is he so evil, but wants to help the people? And then why are his soldiers killing innocent people out in the wastes, but they want to help those same people? This doesn't make any freaking sense. It's almost like they inserted these two factions to get like let's get a battle going between the two. Yeah, but then they didn't write it correctly. So anyway, okay, here's a interesting one. Speech check. Why are you doing this? Give your allegiance to a machine. So we got 2 speech checks here. Raven Rock is gone. Eden checked out. He didn't check out. He just self-destructed. So I'm willing to try this one.
I am sworn to protect the presidency. The chain of command must be upheld. I wouldn't expect you to understand.
Okay, so here is now we got an intelligence one here. And Eden's not the president. He was never elected. Hell, he's not even human.
And your point?
My point is that your government isn't legitimate. You have no right to rule.
I see. And what of the chain of command? When the Enclave fell on the West Coast, Eden was next in line for leadership.
He's not human. He assumed control. It was never given to him. Now, what's weird is, how does a machine assume control anyway?
Yes, you're right. I had not considered it from that viewpoint. But then, where does that leave me?
Oh, you know. So, we could take this. Screw this, you're going down. Just walk away. It's not too late. I mean, the guy's a kook. I mean, he's not all there. I mean, but if we can convince him to walk away, that means we can maybe convince him to do better, you know? So killing should be a last resort, I guess you could say, right?
And you would just let me leave? How can I be sure you won't just shoot me once I turn my back on you? I suppose it doesn't matter much now. Very well. I shall leave you to your fate.
Now, that's what I would say is taking the high road, you know?
You're just gonna let him leave like that? I'll go along with it, but I don't like it. Let's get this room secured and we'll call in the team.
Okay, so I'm gonna put that gun away. Let's see if he says
You've already...
Sarah Lyons. I'm in the
Oh,
control room.
okay.
We're both here. What's going on?
I've been monitoring the equipment remotely, and we have a serious problem. The facility has been damaged during the fighting. Some of it looks accidental, some of it may have been sabotage. There's pressure building up in the holding tanks. It needs to be released now, or else the whole facility could explode. To release the pressure, you're going to have to turn the purifier on. Do you understand me? It has to be turned on now! If I'm reading this right, I'm afraid there are lethal levels of radiation inside the chamber. I'm sorry. I wish there was some other way, but there's just no time. It has to be done now, or the damage will be catastrophic.
Well, so much for celebrating.
Yeah.
One of us is going to have to go in there and turn the damn thing on. And whoever does it isn't coming back out. Not exactly how I imagined going out, you know? So, what should we do? Draw straws?
Well, I'll do it. I'll start the purifier.
You're going to have to be quick about it. If the radiation is bad enough, you won't have much time. I won't forget what you've done here. No one will. Thank you.
Okay, so it doesn't matter what we do here. Now, there's the matter. Oh, let's not get too many rads here. There's a matter of a code for this purifier. Now, if you're paying attention in the game, we have something called Revelations 216, and that is the code to the purifier. Now, how would anyone kind of like make that connection? You know, it's kind of obvious, yes, but kind of not. Oh, look at, she's putting her hand on the glass.
If you're still there, the purifier needs to be activated now. You don't have much time left.
If you're still there, she says, okay. So we're taking on Rads. So we got to get really close to this thing. 2, 1, 6 revelations. And you can see in the background there, as we're looking forward here, there's a monument of Jefferson. That's the statue of Thomas Jefferson in the water. Pretty interesting. And we have now taken one for humanity here, which is kind of interesting. It's pretty cool.
And so it was that the lone wanderer ventured forth from Vault 101, intent on discovering the fate of a father who had once sacrificed the future of humanity for that of his only child. The capital wasteland proved a cruel, inhospitable place, but the lone wanderer refused to surrender to the vices that had claimed so many others. The values passed on from father to child, selflessness, compassion, honor, guided this noble soul through countless trials and triumphs. But it was not until the end of this long road that the lone wanderer learned the true meaning of that greatest of virtues, sacrifice. Stepping into the irradiated control chamber of Project Purity, the child followed the example of the father, sacrificing life itself for the greater good of mankind. Thankfully, when selected by the sinister president to be his instrument of annihilation, the Wanderer refused. Humanity, with all its flaws, was deemed worthy of preservation. The waters of life flowed at last, free and pure for any and all. The capital wasteland, at long last, was saved. So ends the story of the lone wanderer, who stepped through the great door of Vault 101 and into the annals of legend. But the tale of humanity will never come to a close, for the struggle of survival is a war without end. And war never changes.
War never changes. Uh-oh. Huh. Oh, there we go. I had to turn my volume down on the headset. I have to adjust the audio. 2 weeks later. Psycho's worn off. Jet. Thanks. What? We're not dead. Welcome to
Careful now, careful.
Fallout
Don't
3
move
extension.
Too quickly. Everything's fine. You're safe. You're in the Citadel. I was starting to think you might never wake up, despite assurances to the contrary. I've been coming down here every day to see both you and my daughter. It's good that at least one of you has recovered.
One of you? Where's Sarah? Is she okay?
Yes. She's fine. Oh, she will be. I appreciate your concern for her, but really don't worry. You've been through enough.
Alright, what's going on? What happened? How'd I get here?
Please, relax. Everything is fine. You were brought back to the Citadel after some sort of energy spike in the purifier. You and Sarah were both knocked unconscious. Quite a bit has happened since then.
Okay. What about the purifier? Did it work?
Indeed it did. The tidal basin is full of fresh, clean water now. We've been working to see that it's distributed to as many people as possible across the wasteland. In fact, I'm hopeful that soon we won't be referring to the wasteland any longer. None of this would have been possible without the efforts of both you and your father. I doubt we shall ever be able to truly repay you.
Was there some agreement to pay me? Did we win? Did we beat the Enclave?
Yes, we most certainly did. Between your help in destroying their headquarters and their subsequent defeat at the Purifier, the Enclave was thrown into disarray. Liberty Prime has been assisting our forces in removing any remaining Enclave forces.
Okay, how long was I out?
Just about 2 weeks. Don't worry, we've been taking good care of you.
Alright, what? Let's see here. Well, thanks, take care of me, I'm out of here. So what happens now?
Well, that's really up to you, isn't it? The Brotherhood has a clear plan of action. The remnants of the Enclave must be swept away.
Oh.
The Pride has been working to this end ever since we took the Purifier back. The only remaining question is whether we can count on you to help us.
Okay, is there any way I can help?
Indeed. We can use every able body available to us. To that end, I'm going to circumvent our standard recruitment procedures and declare you a Knight of the Brotherhood of Steel. Before you do anything else, please speak with Scribe Rothschild. I'm sure he'll be pleased to see you again. He can brief you on the details of the last few weeks, as well as where our efforts are focused now. I understand that you've been through quite an ordeal, but the sooner you can talk to him, the sooner we can put an end to all this.
Well, I thought it was over. Alright, so we're asking about Sarah again. Take it back is completed! Okay. And then we should get a new quest popping up there. Here we go. Project Impurity. Oh! Wait. Project Impurity was completed. There was 2 that completed there. Now we got it. Death from Above. Interesting. Okay. We should talk about the super mutants. What else can you tell me about the fight against the Enclave? What's going on with the Purifier?
The Brotherhood has taken over control of the Purifier.
Okay.
And is managing distribution of the...
Right.
If you travel there, speak with Scribe Bigsley.
Scribe Bigsley.
He's
Oh!
heading up the on-site.
Yeah, that's a funny... Okay, so there's a really... Bigsley is a real nutty character. He's kind of disgruntled and stuff, but it's really hilarious. Now, I think this is going to be a series 2 going forward here, so we'll just get... I want to see what's going on here after we finished it. So, talk about the super mutants here.
Oh?
Have you learned something? The super mutants are coming from Vault 87. It's their breeding ground. Okay.
Vault 87?
Never been able to
Where you
penetrate.
found the Gek?
Okay.
This info...
Oh! I got karma for that. Okay. Let's talk... Anything more you can tell me about super
My
mutants?
child, you seem to have learned...
Okay. Where's Sarah? Is she
She's
okay?
right here.
Oh,
To
she...
see that you've recovered.
Okay, so she's there. What can you tell me about the fight?
As you know, I had my reservations about engaging the Enclave.
Okay.
They did not directly attack us, and I believed we had time. Time to be cautious. Their
Alright.
assault on the Purifier forced our hand. We had no choice but to engage them directly. And once that engagement was begun, we could do nothing but see it through to the end. If they had not considered us a threat before, they do now. So, we have spent the time since you and I last spoke, systematically locating and destroying every bastion of Enclave force we can. Liberty Prime has proven far more successful than any of us could have hoped for.
Okay, so they used Liberty Prime, and they've been going around and trying to find out where they're camped out. All right, I have to
Please
go.
be-
Okay, so here is Aqua Pura. And that is... oh, there's Sarah right there. Okay, Sentinel Lions. Wake up! Wake up! So they are bottling this water up, so to speak, and distributing it. But there's all this crazy stuff that has become as a result of having water now, which is really hilarious. There's more. We got water everywhere now. Yeah, it's really interesting how they presented the post game here. You know, so after the aftermath. With this Aqua Pura being a part of it now, being, well, the clean water. So we can go out this way here.
You honor us with your presence here.
Now, I am a knight, which means I can probably talk to the vendors and stuff in here. I think there's one vendor in here. And what I'd like to do is spend a little time seeing what would happen if I don't give him the FEV. And, well, I do know what happens when we install the FEV into the purifier. It everything going forward here. You have like two scenarios you could play through completely. If you put the FEV in and what we have now, where I didn't put it in. Now, what I'd like to do, I'd like to see if what happens if Sarah, if I say you go in, not me. I'm kind of curious about that. Like I said, the FEV, installing the FEV changes this whole storyline here. There's all kinds of different scenarios that come up. So that's one of the things where you'd have to play through both completely to see what's changed. That's a lot of time. So I'm just gonna choose the non-FEV version for now. Oh, and when you put the FEV in, you lose 1,000 karma. So you're an evil character, which is crazy. Oh, another thing I wanted to mention too is that if we were able to get Fawkes, I think we might have been able to send him in there. He would have been our companion, and because he's really resistant to radiation, we could send him in. And then I wouldn't have gone in there. Now, before the DLCs came out, Broken Steel being the main one here, the game would end. So we go to level 20, you make sure you get Fawkes. You can end the game with Fawkes, with you going in there and dying, and with your dad, I think, going in there and dying. So they had to change up Fallout 3, the original content, in order to get the DLC to work, is what happened. I think I explained that in the last episode. So let's go back to Past Ghost and have Sarah go in there. All right, Past Ghost here. You know what? We never asked. There must be some other way here.
I wish that were true. Really, I do. But you heard.
Okay.
One of us
is going in there. No way I'm going in there. You do it. Yep, let's do it.
So that's how it is? So much for chivalry.
Oh, I
Fine,
see.
I'll do it. But I need the code.
All right, it's 216. Oh, here, you can find it that way.
I got it. I guess if this doesn't work, we're screwed anyway, right?
All right. Just want to say thanks and good luck.
Good luck? That's it? Fine, thanks. Now, let's get this over with.
But if I do it, it's all great. I'm a hero, huh? You're the hero now, okay? Be the hero. Wow, that's pretty messed up. Do I have to close this thing?
There's no time to discuss it. Someone...
Okay, go. Oh, here, this is it. Oh, I have to close her in there. Okay, because there's no control in there. Well, that's kind of dumb. You should have controls on both sides. There you go. Punch it in. And it's kind of funny how they shame you for making that decision.
The purifier needs to be activated now. You don't have much time left.
Now, the way it plays out is we both come out of this alive anyway, so no worries. Oh, we got bad music. Kinda. Yeah, it's like we died. Huh. I don't know if I agree with the writing on that, where she should have just went, okay, yeah, all right, I'll take it.
And so it was that the lone wanderer ventured forth from Vault 101, intent on discovering the fate of a father who had once sacrificed the future of humanity for that of his only child. The Capital Wasteland proved a cruel, inhospitable place. It was not until the end of this long road that the lone wanderer was faced with that greatest of virtues, sacrifice. But the child refused to follow the father's selfless example. Instead, allowing a true hero to venture into the irradiated control chamber of Project Purity and sacrifice her own life for the greater good of mankind. Thankfully, when selected by the sinister president to be his instrument of annihilation, the Wanderer refused. Humanity, with all its flaws, was deemed worthy of preservation. The waters of life flowed at last, free and pure for any and all. The capital wasteland, at long last, was saved. So ends the story of the Lone Wanderer, who stepped through the great door of Vault 101 and into the annals of legend. But the tale of humanity will never come to a close, for the struggle of survival is a war without end. And war never changes.
Okay, here we are with Elder Lyons. What about Sarah?
It's all right. I understand. I have no doubt she refused to allow you to put yourself in harm's way. We all owe her a great debt, and I could not be prouder.
Huh. Well, she actually died. Whereas if we go in there, we are, obviously able to continue because we're the player, right? All right. Well, I'm going to go back to Future Ghost, and I don't see the need. Well, you know what? I'd like to try that FEV thing. Let me see if I don't know. I have to find the save for it. So let me go back, and I'd like to do the FEV thing because I think that'd be kind of fun to tie it up. All right, past Ghost here, and we are at the same spot where we have the decision to send me or her in. I'm going to go in, but I have the FEV now. So we're going to nominate ourselves.
I'm going to have to be quick.
There we go. Now, once we walk in here, we get locked in, of course. And that opens. Now, right here is where we can insert the FEV. Do you wish to add any chemicals? Yeah, insert the FEV. You slide the vial into the panel. There it goes. I lost karma. Now, it says Project Impurity there. So if we go into our stat, we are very evil. And then we go to, oops, I always do that. 2, 1, 6, and kill humanity. Well, we don't really kill humanity, but it doesn't do humanity any good. Ooh, we got different music.
And so it was that the Lone Wanderer ventured forth from Vault 101, intent on discovering the fate of a father who had once sacrificed the future of humanity for that of his only child. The capital wasteland proved a cruel, inhospitable place.
Ooh, look at that.
And the Lone Wanderer ultimately surrendered to the vices that had claimed so many others.
Oh, the vices, huh?
Selfishness, greed, cruelty. These were the values that guided a lost soul through countless trials and triumphs.
Flak and shrapnel. Oh, that's Rivet City.
But it was not until the end of this long road that the Lone Wanderer learned the true meaning of that greatest of virtues, sacrifice. Stepping into the irradiated control chamber of Project Purity, the child followed the example of the father, sacrificing life itself for the greater good of mankind.
Not really.
Sadly, When selected by the sinister president to be his instrument of annihilation, the Wanderer agreed. Humanity would be preserved, but only in its purest form. The waters of life flowed at last, but the virus contained within soon eradicated all those deemed unworthy of salvation. The capital wasteland, despite its progress, became a graveyard.
Wow.
So ends the story of the Lone Wanderer, who stepped through the great door of Vault 101 and into the annals of legend. But the tale of humanity will never come to a close, for the struggle of survival is a war without end. And war never changes.
War never changes. Okay, and then we get the dad and daughter picture here to end that scenario now. Now, it looks like... Oh, modified FEV virus removed. 2 weeks later.
After all this, to be left in a state like that?
Oh, it said the Enclave kind of retreated, and he goes, after all this, we let them escape? Which is another DLC we have here.
Careful now, careful. Don't move too...
Okay.
I was starting to think you might not.
Let's get
I've
to...
been coming down here every...
Okay, what's going on? What happened? How to get here?
Lee, you were brought back to the Citadel after some... quite a bit.
What about the purifier? Did it work?
Yes, it did. There have been reports of some
here we
problems, but we're dealing with them. Without your assistance, this never would have been possible. We all owe both you and your father a great deal of thanks.
Okay, so he mentioned complications with the water system. You know, and that's due to the FEV virus. So, there is 2 playthroughs you could take here. You can start off with being good, and then play the game, you know, and all its DLC thereafter. Look at all this Akupura. So this is all poisoned by FEV now, which is really crazy. And it affects the whole game going forward. So you're playing like a slightly different scenario if you choose FEV versus not. And it's karma based too, because, you know, we still have evil karma. Here we are. We are the devil. The devil incarnate. I found it weird that we got 133/108 karma. What is this? 1-08? What is that? I wonder what that glitch is there. So I noticed that. Oh, another thing too I wanted to mention here is that our strength, when it went up to 9, we can carry 240 weight now, which is nice. That's always nice to have. So I think that let's get out of here because this music. And so it comes to a close. The series is over. I don't want to go. I want to close it out so that way we, you know, we have that done. Take a deep breath. It was a long haul, I'm telling you. Some things that I think that, you know, because I've never played this game through to the fullest. I've done the side quests. And some things that some thoughts I had was, you know, probably I don't. It's really tough not to do side quests, but there's also the main quest, and I feel like doing a series on a Fallout or any game that has a lot of dialogue and tree branching decisions and stuff is always that's why I said this is gonna be a tough one to edit. Well, I had it in my mind. I don't know if I mentioned it in the episodes, but this one has been a tough one to edit, and you know, I like to level the character up and get it to max, and then go at the main quest. You know, I'm not a min-maxer, so the series didn't do too well on the channel. I'm not known for Fallout. I'm not known for anything really. Maybe Factorio, because I'm playing the hell out of that. But yeah, what a way to end it! Looking at the Washington Monument in the distance here, and the gray sky of the wastelands here in Fallout 3 universe. But yeah, I mean, it's a really cool game. I wanted to experience it myself and present it how I want to present it. If you watch other Let's Players, they cut a lot out. They like I said, they min-max the character and they min-max the series, and there's nothing wrong with that. But there's a lot of content that I didn't know about and that I'm finding. And I've been watching Many a True Nerd. He's got his deep dive that he's doing on Fallout 3 with another mod called The Tale of Two Wastelands, which I've mentioned before in the past. And it adds New Vegas and Fallout 3, but it's more Fallout 3 than New Vegas that he's focusing on. And there's a lot of stuff that he's presenting in that series. I'm like, wow, I didn't even know that. So that's kind of what inspired this one. So let's talk about the future. I talked about way back in the beginning, way back when I started this, doing New Vegas. So I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to mod it. I'm going to try and get better graphics for it. And I got to mod it before I start the playthrough because once you start a playthrough, you don't want to screw with mods, and it's always a really bad thing to try and change things because you could break your save and then the whole series goes to hell. And I don't like to do that. I like to finish my series. There's a lot of Let's Players out there who will play a game, they'll do a series, and then they just drop it, or their main goal is to end it. You get to a certain point, the views start dropping, and they end it. That's not what I do. I like to see the project through. I think I'm doing the fans of the game and the viewers of my series a disservice by doing that. I don't like it when players Let's Players on YouTube just drop a series because the views drop off. Oh, look at that. We got a little pause screen here. Cool. So, yeah, let's talk about that a little more here. So, yeah, New Vegas, I'm going to be modding that up, making sure it works, trying to get some specific mods for that game. And then for this particular game here, what I'm probably going to do is shift off to one-offs where I'm diving into specific POIs. And we also have the aftermath of getting the Aquapura, or the water treatment plant, up and running, which is over there, Jefferson, right there. So the Jefferson Memorial, where all the clean water is. I wonder if this water is clean. Oh, you know what? Actually, you can drink that water. I think you have to go over there where the Jefferson Memorial is, and you can drink the water right out of there. With the FEV, though, you die. We die right off the bat, which is kind of crazy. So there is a lot of POIs and a lot of other things that we can do. What I'll carry this series on, and I don't know how the numbering is going to go. I might just keep the numbering the same. I'd like to go to Old Oni. I'd like to do all kinds of other things. And also there's DLCs. And I don't know the DLC per se. I have this one here. Not of this world. And where is this going here? So that is what I'm confused about here is it's not of this world and aiding the outcasts. Oh, here. Yeah. Aiding the outcasts. I don't know. This is the Citadel. Okay. Now, there's supposed to be some kind of a DLC where... Oh, maybe that's New Vegas I'm thinking about. Yeah. The New Vegas DLCs have this place you can go to where there's all these crazy modifications you can get for your body. And, you augment stuff onto your body. That's what I'm thinking about. I was getting confused with New Vegas in this one here. So we have the local flavor, Into the Pit, Not of This World, and I think Aiding the Outcasts is also a DLC. So we got 4 DLCs here. I'd like to do those. And then we've got, some, obviously, side quests. I don't know how many more side quests there are in the game, too. So I'm going to be doing my research on that, making sure I've got all the stones uncovered for that. Because I'd like to present Fallout 3 fully. That's kind of what I want to do for my own enjoyment. And I think that having a definitive series, a deep dive definitive series going forward is something I'd like to do here. So stay tuned for that. Most likely I'll be doing those on Thursdays. I'll release Fallout 3. Fallout New Vegas will be the primary. So if I don't have anything for Fallout 3, I don't have anything. That's just how it's going to go. But Fallout New Vegas is going to be the drive. And by now, Planet Crafter, if you haven't seen the Planet Crafter, I'm most likely switching that off, or I closed that one out by now, and I'll be starting probably a new game, some new building game. All right. So, hey, thanks for watching the series. I appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed, how I presented it. I did the best I could. I'm not I'm trying to get better at storytelling, and it's kind of tough when you don't know the story. But I really enjoyed the game. I think it's fun. For 2008, it's great. A great game. And there's some inconsistencies with some storylines, and all little things that you could nitpick, but I think it's a great game. I think they did a great job, and also too, it led me, it opened my eyes to what Fallout 4 was really about, and why there's so much disappointment with Fallout 4 and even Fallout 76, because what they did is they just took Fallout 3 and then made a Fallout 3.1, Fallout with better graphics. Fallout 4 basically copied a lot of this stuff that they had here and rehashed it. Same thing with Skyrim. If you play Oblivion and then you play Skyrim, you're like, wait a minute, this is just a reskinned Oblivion. What the heck's going on here? Literally, some of the missions and all that were copied and pasted, like the Daedric ones, and that was really disappointing. But Fallout 4 does have its special flair, though. So I do like Fallout 4. It's a good looter shooter. You just got to take it for what it is, right? It's not a true RPG. Definitely agree with that. Fallout 4 is, like right now, what makes Fallout 3 an RPG is that when you go to stats, and we are now in a different world. When I go back to the one with the FEV, I don't install the FEV, I give it up. That's a different world than this one. Totally different scenarios and everything. And that's a true RPG. That's how an RPG should be. Is you make a decision, you live with it, and you play through. There's replayability with that. It's very time consuming. So I'm probably not going to do both. I'm just going to go with the FEV and the positive way, try to be neutral still. So we'll carry on with that. So, again, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you in some DLCs and some side content here, some side quests and stuff. Peace out.